What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, March 19th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I like Eric Bledsoe from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the LA Lakers, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Eric Bledsoe has scored 31, 33, and 33 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 32.7 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Eric Bledsoe is $6,400 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.4 times value. He's going to need about 35 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. There's an implied total of 236.5 points in this game, so that's a huge total. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and a fantastic matchup. I love Eric Bledsoe here versus the LA Lakers. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like DAngelo Russell from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the 7th worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. DAngelo Russell has scored 58, 35, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 38.1 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 30 minutes per game with a 32% usage rate. DAngelo Russell is $7,400 DraftKings salary. He's $700 more on FanDuel, projected at 38.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.2 times value. There's an implied total of 232 points in this game. Russell put up 56 fantasy points his last time out versus the Kings. This is a fast-paced game and a great matchup. I love DAngelo Russell here versus the Sacramento Kings. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the LA Lakers, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Chris Middleton has scored 38, 42, and 40 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 33.8 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 31 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. Chris Middleton is $6,700 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, projected at 33.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. There's an implied total of 236.5 points in this game. This is a fast-paced game, a home game. I don't think you need to play Bledsoe and Middleton in the same lineup. You can pick one or the other, unless Giannis gets ruled out for rest, in which case both could work in the same lineup. But either way, I love Chris Middleton here versus the LA Lakers. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Draymond Green has scored 32, 33, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 31 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 31 minutes per game with a 13% usage rate. Boogie Cousins is doubtful for this game. Draymond Green definitely gets a boost when he's out. He's been playing 34 to 36 minutes in the last 3 games with an increased usage rate. Draymond Green is $6,300 DraftKings salary. He's $300 more on FanDuel, so I like that price on both sites. Projected at 33.1 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. The Warriors need to win. Should be a high-scoring game tonight, so I love Draymond Green here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Jarrett Allen from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Sacramento Kings, who have the 7th worst defense overall, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Jarrett Allen has scored 32, 24, and 18 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 28 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 27 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. Jarrett Allen is $5,500 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, projected at 27.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. There's an implied total of 232 points in this game. I think Jarrett Allen has a chance to put up some big numbers versus the Kings. So I love Jarrett Allen tonight versus the Sacramento Kings. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.